Welcome to the strategy of deep work, Miyamoto Musashi's techniques. If you're striving to achieve laser-like focus in your work or studies, you're in the right place. Let's start by stepping into the past, all the way to feudal Japan, where the legendary samurai Miyamoto Musashi once lived. Musashi wasn't just any warrior. He was also a philosopher and a strategist, known for his dual-blade swordsmanship and an undefeated record in combat. But what made Musashi truly remarkable was his dedication to the art of strategy and self-discipline, principles he outlined in his famous work, The Book of Five Rings. Now, let's fast forward to today. In our world brimming with notifications, social media, and endless distractions, finding the time and space to concentrate is tougher than ever. This is where deep work comes in. Deep work is the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. It's a skill that allows you to quickly master complicated information and produce better results in less time. In this video, we will bridge centuries by translating Musashi's ancient wisdom into modern deep work strategies. You'll learn how to sharpen your focus, carve out space for uninterrupted creation, and cultivate a mindset that drives you to excel in your field. So, let's embark on this journey together and unlock the power of deep work with the time-tested techniques of Miyamoto Musashi. Moving into our first technique from Miyamoto Musashi's strategic reserve, we encounter the principle of single-pointed focus. Musashi believed in focusing on one thing at a time so deeply and completely that all else falls away. Picture a samurai in battle where the margin for error is non-existent. This level of focus was not just beneficial, it was essential. Now, how do we, devoid of samurai battles, apply this to our work? Start by zeroing in on one task. Just one. Whether it's writing a report, coding, designing, or studying, that task should consume your entire world. Imagine your task is like the sun in the sky, the only thing that truly captures your attention. But in a world where distractions are just a click away, achieving this can feel like an uphill battle. The secret lies in preparation. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs and apps, and tell those around you that you're diving into deep work. Make it clear that you shouldn't be disturbed. Then set a timer. This isn't just any countdown. It's your commitment to yourself that until that buzzer rings, you're in your zone, your arena. During this time, if thoughts unrelated to your task pop up, gently acknowledge them and then steer your focus back to your work. Just like Musashi would redirect his concentration back to his opponent. By practicing single-pointed focus, you'll notice not only an increase in the quality of your work, but also the speed at which you complete it. It's about training your mind to be present and unwavering, no matter the task at hand. So, take a cue from Musashi. Focus intensely, work deliberately, and watch as your productivity and clarity of thought improve, one single-pointed session at a time. And so as we delve into Technique 2, let's explore the power of solitude, a practice deeply cherished by Miyamoto Musashi. Solitude, for Musashi, was a time for self-reflection, strategic thinking, and undisturbed growth. It was in the silence of being alone that he found the strength and clarity to face any challenge. In our always connected world, solitude might seem like a luxury we can't afford. But it's in these quiet moments that our minds can dive deeper into our thoughts and ideas, away from the noise of everyday life. To embrace solitude, you don't need to go on a retreat in the mountains. Though that does sound nice, doesn't it? Start with short periods where you are intentionally alone with your work. Find a spot where you're least likely to be interrupted, perhaps early in the morning or late at night when the world is a bit quieter. During this time, allow yourself to disconnect from the world's buzz. Turn off your devices, step away from social chatter, and be present with your work. It's in these moments that your brain can make connections it otherwise wouldn't, leading to breakthroughs and innovations. Remember, solitude is not loneliness. It's a chosen separation for the sake of personal growth and focus. Just as a seed needs the quiet of the earth to sprout, your best ideas need the quiet of solitude to bloom. Now, are you ready for the next level? In the upcoming section, we'll learn how Musashi's way of life can teach us to not just do our work, but to master our craft. Stay tuned as we uncover how to master the way with the same discipline and commitment that made Musashi a legend. Technique 3 takes us to the heart of Musashi's philosophy. Master the way. But what does it mean to master the way in the context of deep work? It's about committing to lifelong learning and continuous improvement in your chosen field or craft. Musashi didn't become a master swordsman overnight. He dedicated his life to perfecting his art. For us, the way could be coding, writing, designing, teaching, or any other profession. To master it, we must approach our work with the mindset of a craftsman, carefully honing our skills every day, piece by piece, stroke by stroke. Begin by setting a path for improvement. Identify the skills that are crucial in your field and tackle them one by one. It's not about being good enough. It's about becoming better than you were yesterday. And remember, mastery is not a destination. It's a journey that involves patience, persistence, and a love for the process itself. It's the small, consistent actions that lead to big results. Allocate time daily or weekly to learn new things and refine your abilities. Over time, these incremental gains add up, and that's when you'll start to see the true fruits of mastering the way. As we wrap up this section, get ready to dive into the wisdom of balance with Musashi's next technique. How do we juggle the sword of productivity with the shield of well-being? Stick around for Technique 4, where we'll reveal how to strike that perfect balance and ensure your deep work doesn't lead to deep burnout. In our fourth technique, we turn to the dance of rhythm and timing. For Musashi, understanding the rhythm of combat was as crucial as the swing of the sword. But how does rhythm play into deep work? It's about finding the natural pace at which you perform best, your personal productivity cadence. Think of your workday as a series of ebbs and flows, much like a musical piece with its highs and lows. Some moments call for intense focus, while others are meant for rest and reflection. Musashi knew the importance of striking at the right moment, and similarly, you must learn when to push forward and when to step back. Begin by listening to your body's clock. Are you a morning person, or do you find your stride as the night unfolds? Schedule your most demanding tasks during your peak hours and save the lighter work for when you naturally slow down. And just as importantly, pay attention to your need for breaks. Regular pauses are not a sign of weakness. They are the beats of silence that give the melody of your workday harmony and expression. By respecting your rhythm, you'll work smarter, not harder. As we conclude this section, let's gear up for an enlightening twist. In the next segment, we will delve into a Technique 5, Cultivate Tactical Serenity. You'll learn how Musashi's calm amidst the chaos isn't just for the battlefield. It's for any field where your mind must remain clear and your strategy sharp. Stay with us to discover how to stay cool under pressure and turn challenges into opportunities. As we step into Technique 5, we embrace the wisdom of knowing the environment. For Musashi, the terrain of a duel could turn the tide of battle. In the realm of deep work, our environment can be just as influential. It's about crafting the space where your focus flourishes. Your work environment isn't just the physical space around you. It's also the digital and mental spaces you occupy. To master your environment, begin by decluttering your physical workspace. A clean desk can lead to a clear mind. Then move on to your digital realm. Organize your files, tame your inbox, and mute those endless notifications. But perhaps most crucially, cultivate a mental environment conducive to concentration. This means setting boundaries that protect your focus. Inform others of your deep work schedule, and guard that time as if it were sacred. These boundaries aren't barriers to others, but bridges to your best work. By understanding and molding your environment, you become the architect of your own productivity, building a fortress that shields your focus from the distractions of the outside world. And now, as you ponder the perfect setup for your deep work, prepare for an exploration of the mind itself in Technique 6. Get ready to unlock the secret of mental agility. In the next section, we'll discover how to adapt on the fly and why being mentally nimble is crucial in our fast-paced world. Don't miss out on learning how to think on your feet with the finesse of a master strategist. Welcome to Technique 6, where we delve into the art of cultivating tactical agility. Miyamoto Musashi was renowned for his ability to adapt swiftly to his opponent's moves. In our journey of deep work, tactical agility is about mental flexibility and the capacity to change strategies when circumstances demand it. In today's ever-changing work landscape, the ability to pivot is priceless. It's not just about having a plan B, but also a plan C and D to cultivate this agility. Start by embracing a mindset of learning. Treat every challenge as a lesson and don't shy away from the unfamiliar. By consistently stepping out of your comfort zone, you train your mind to be nimble and responsive. Next, practice scenario planning. Think ahead about possible obstacles you might face and how you could overcome them. This kind of foresight doesn't just prepare you for potential problems, it also sharpens your decision-making skills in real time. Remember, the goal of tactical agility isn't to have a quick fix for every problem, but to develop the confidence that you can navigate through them. It's about building trust in your own abilities to adjust and succeed. As we wrap up this section, your mind may already be racing with new strategies and insights, but there's more to come. Up next, we will explore Technique 7, the power of stillness. Get ready to learn how stillness can become your secret weapon in a world full of noise and haste. Stay tuned to master the silent strength that lies within. As we draw the threads of wisdom together, we reach the conclusion of our journey through the strategy of deep work, Miyamoto Musashi's techniques. We've traversed the landscape of focus, from the singular point of attention to the embrace of solitude, from mastering our craft to moving with rhythm and timing. We've learned to shape our environment and stay agile in the face of change, and we've discovered the profound power of stillness. These strategies are more than just pathways to productivity. They are invitations to a deeper engagement with our work and with the world. Musashi's lessons have transcended time, not just for the mastery of swordsmanship, but for the art of living with intention and purpose. Now, it's over to you. Take these techniques and weave them into the fabric of your daily routine. See what shifts, what transforms, what excels, and remember, the way of deep work is a constant practice, a lifelong dedication to refinement and focus. If you found value in our time together, consider this your call to action. And like this video, if it resonated with you, share it with someone who could benefit from these ancient strategies turned modern-day tactics, and subscribe to the channel for more insights that bridge the gap between the battles of the old and the challenges of our current times. Your engagement helps us grow and guides us in creating content that empowers you and our community. So let's continue this conversation. Comment below with the technique you're most excited to implement or any questions you might have. Together, let's forge not just deep work, but a deeper life.